let us talk about coping mechanism. This is the second part. I know I talk about coping mechanism one day, but this is the second time. It's like I'm increasing other techniques which you have to use for coping mechanism. One of the things which you have to know, you need, if you are in stress, if you are in anxiety, please go and recheck your plans and objectives which you set, and then lower down your expectation. You may put the expectation very high in such a way that it's going to stress you. Therefore, go and recheck the plans you have and then lower down your expectation. Make sure that the goals or objects which you set is reachable, achievable. You can achieve, you can measure it, and you can achieve easily without stress. But another thing is to maintain emotional support relationship. You may have a good friends. You usually relate with them emotionally, with support. Make sure that you have that link of communicating with your friends who usually helps you to maintain your emotions. Another point, it's like distancing yourself from the source of the stress. If that stressor, it is possible to distancing with it, just do it. Distancing yourself from the source of the stress. If it's someone, for instance, for the students in schools, if someone is stressor for you, distancing from that person and find another friends who can know you and you can support each other. But also view the problems which is coming across to you in religious perspective. If you are Christian, you perceive it in Christianity way. But if you are Muslim or another religious, you perceive it in religious perspective. It is going to give you a relief. But another thing, listen a favorite music. If you have a music which you like more, listen that music during the anxious time and the stressful time. Calm down yourself and then listen that favorite music. Another point is like, another techniques is visualizations. Visualization is like imagine yourself in a calmness situation and a peaceful place. This help to reduce anxiety. And other people, they go in the field. They enjoy seeing the flowers and the greens. Go there and enjoy. Or sit somewhere. Try to create imaginations and calm yourself and make sure that you are at peace inside. Another thing is to limit cafe, tea, and alcohol drinking. Limit it. It is very important. Limit using caffeine and using alcohol. But you have what you call grouping techniques. And these grouping techniques, like you engage all senses which you have and notice 5 things you see, you notice 4 things you feel, you notice 3 things you hear, you notice 2 things you smell, and you notice 1 thing you taste. You engage all senses inside of a certain activities, and you listen to yourself and you reflect to yourself, and you notice 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. Another techniques, journalizing, writing down. It's like a journal writing. Write down what you feel, what stresses you. Try to find out the source of stress. Write down what happened, when you see what, when you hear what, and then what stressed you most. Write down, and come up with other strategies. Another technique is challenging always your negative thoughts. Once you are in a negative thoughts, try to challenge those negative thoughts. Challenge yourself. Why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking? Why? Challenge that negative thoughts. Another technique is to see professional people, professional help. For professional help, look for the psychological counselor, psychologist, or psychological counselor, or social worker who can help you or who can support you to release tensions because of stress. But also, you as a person, you as an individual, set the boundaries of your life. Don't enter to the situation which makes you stressful. Don't enter to those situations. Don't enter to the company which usually stress you. Don't enter to the company which makes you to drink a lot. Make sure that you set your own boundaries. And these boundaries is health boundaries for your inner being, for your inner world. Thank you very much. This is what I have. Until next time.